Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense, and the first drive they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Brissett now, and it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Let's go, deep.
Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Ready? Right. Go against the run. Come on. What you got, Abby?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Hey, switch gears. Check safety.
Now Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready. This works. It's free. 25. Check set. Check 25.
From the 41, Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Yeah. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Murray keeps it himself, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Brissett. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I know he ain't got it. Mike,
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Switch. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Just like that. Off.
Here's Brissett. They'll find Everett there, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Brissett going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the red zone now, Brissett. It's caught by Davis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 9-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
SOS. Hey.
Here's Johnson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
You ain't going nowhere. Kill. Check nine.
On third down, Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Check. Mike's 59.
Fourth down, Brissett in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Second and 11 at the 9-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Murray sets to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Eddie Wilson. Don't get nervous. Show him that. Show him. Go. Shift. Watch the shift. Switch. Swim. He's checking.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, D. Hey, alert 3. Walk. Get wide.
And that's complete to Cooks. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Mike 51. 66. Bullet. Hey, let's go. Calm crouch. He don't know no better. Check. High seven.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Brissett, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 31, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Yo, 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 yo.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Shoot!
On the toss, here's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Buddy up! 50 wants the mic! Quit talking about it and bring it!
On 3rd down, it's Johnson, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, we do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
He's coming, double up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He may try and run for this. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. That's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And this is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brissett. He gets it to Cooks. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ready. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the pass. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
This a quick pass to Davis. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Set, ready. Go to base. Rotate. Step. 59. Yeah. Check. Check. Check.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Alert. Go. Switch.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
We ain't giving them nothing today. 58.
From the 29, Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
First down, Arizona.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check. Lucky.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Brissett. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Night, sweetheart. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, check 24 over. 59's Mike, 59's Mike.
Brissett into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Whip. Watch the whip. Fifty-eight, Mike. Target.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
1st down, Cardinals.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, come on.
Running from the gun, Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
59-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Brissett now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down throw for Brissett. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Brissett. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. The clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 2nd down now. Dobbins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you, these division games never for the